What's up, guys? ShanaTalks1111. Thank you. Welcome to my podcast. Make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss another notification when I am going on live. Listen, stay out of the way. What does that mean? Separate yourself to get to know yourself better. Because being around a lot of distractions is going to just basically occupy our brain and other things. So it's like whether you party and binge watching movies, things like that, or just hanging with family and friends, a lot of that times, things like that can become a distraction. So now I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with spending time with your peoples and stuff like that. Of course not. You know, you want to take that time to take the break to sit there and, you know, have that momentarily where it's like you want to have that calm down period. But when it takes the main character's main mission out of the picture, that's when it's becoming a problem. So often, sometimes you got people who sit there and they'll make themselves super busy just to ignore what's going on in their mind. You know, and although it may help temporarily, those thoughts is going to still process and they're going to still surface at some point in time, and it's going to sort of resurface at the wrong moment. So we got to learn how to deal with that. We got to learn how to catch that right then in that moment. So it's like, in short, when you feel like that, take time for yourself. Take time to meditate. Take time to question and ask yourself, hey, what's going on in my mind right now? Am I all right? You know, what do I want to fix? What are the things that I want to sit there and get my mind right with? And find it. You know, you gotta find your purpose. Find your purpose, you gotta find you. In order for you to find yourself, you gotta be in a quiet state of mind. You gotta be in a quiet environment. Understand sometimes, like, you might have roommates or you might live with noisy people. Like, so it's very hard for us to find that moment. But any chance that you can find it, please find it. You know, like I said, have a dialogue with yourself and ask yourself things like, okay, am I truly happy in this moment? What can I do to get there without thinking negatively? You know, talk to your inner child, your child spirit. You know, have your adult self basically talk to your younger self and ask the questions that you needed when, you know, you didn't have anyone around. And ask those, teach your older self, your younger self, like, hey, listen, although you went through these things, you're going to grow up to be stronger. It's going to make you wiser. It's going to make you more prepared for life versus you being sheltered. So understand that the things you go through, no matter what, I got you in the upper life. You know, I got you when we were older. You're going to always still have that inner childlike self. So talk to yourself nicer. Be more generous. You get what I'm trying to say? And, you know, like I said, stay out of the way with people. Not everyone and everything is going to be needed. You get what I'm trying to say? So for you to get your mind right, you got to, you know, you got to understand, like, until you know that you're fully energized to be around people and you're fully willing to give that, you know, essence of everything to fully, you know, interact with people. Until then, don't do it. Focus on what you gotta focus on. You know, and like I said, staying out the way means like go MIA. Besides work, business, or things like that, you know, the occasional hangouts and check-ins. Again, I'm trying to say you have to go MIA. You gotta sit there and get your mind to focus. You gotta do what you gotta do to get your mind right. Whatever it is, even if you don't feel like starting a business, just find something to get yourself right that's gonna help you benefit. Like like after this day, this second, like my next movement is gonna be for me, it's gonna be for the benefit. And if you're on the right path, you're gonna be okay with focusing 100% you. Because at the end of the day, like, you won't miss interactions because you're learning something new with yourself every day. You're learning something new with yourself every day. You're learning to sit there and say, hey, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm not gonna do this way. I'm gonna move this way. You know, I'm gonna still have that love to give, but I'm gonna be cautious on how I give it out. And how I get them say. So we just got to learn to shift and adapt. That's what I've been learning the past few weeks and months, is learning to adapt. And stop being too generous to people. Let them go through their karmas. Because most, like I said, people are users. People don't care. People don't reciprocate. Whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You know, you have to learn to remove yourself to show people, I'm no longer allowing you the grace of flourishing of my energies. A lot of people flourish with your energies and they act like they don't, and people will still treat you how they want until your absence is going to show them everything. Sometimes it's no longer needed to keep speaking. You got to remove yourself. People are going to feel the light gone because they took advantage of that. You cannot feel bad. And you're going to feel bad because you know these people need it, but it's like they had it in their hands. So now they have to learn from a distance. You know, it's gonna be a dolo year. You're gonna be single. You're gonna be by yourself. You know, even if you're in a relationship, I don't mean always. When I say dolo, I don't really necessarily mean you're gonna be by yourself, just you one. I mean in the sense of saying, like, a lot of the hard work, a lot of the work that you're gonna be putting under the books that a lot of people are not gonna be seeing is gonna be you. You have to create that path that you want. get what I'm trying to say? You're going to learn a lot about yourself. That's one. You know, you're going to grow more wiser. You're going to learn to be more grateful. You got to be grateful in everything. You got to be grateful. That's the number one thing I'm going to stop right there and say. Grateful. Be grateful for the fact that you have the opportunity, the mindset to go out and get it. You just got to figure out how you got to go get it. And patience. Patience. You got to be patient. I sometimes want to rush, but I cannot rush. I have to be patient. You know, and then the solo time, it gets addicting. It does. It gets addicting. Because now you start learning yourself more. Now you're like, ooh, like what else I'm gonna do? Like what else I'm gonna stand on business on? Like it gets really exciting when you start really putting yourself first, and you don't feel selfish about it because you've done your part. You've done your part. You've given people the benefit of the doubt, and if they moved how they move, you gotta just let them move how they move. Remove yourself, you know, and make room for healthy connections only. Like you get what I'm trying to say? You gotta build healthy connections. In order for you to build healthy connections, you gotta step back, figure out what is a healthy connection to be around, and then only, you know, vibe with those type of people. Because the second you start bringing anything negative, remove yourself. That's it. So when we start surrounding ourselves around the connections that we want and the people that we want, we're going to flourish. We spitting business ideas. We talking this, we talking that. It's peace. It's nothing, no drama, no nothing, just peace. You know, but I want to tell you guys, thank you for listening this far. And like I said, I'm proud of you in advance. I know it was tough. You know, sometimes it gets lonely. It's a lonely course. But, you know, remember what you gain from it, you know, will never be replaced. So you got to understand that. And that's the main thing I want us to really figure out. And like I said, lastly, find your circle, the ones that you know that you'll grow with. And give yourself the benefit of the doubt that it's not going to be easy. You're going to be tired. It's going to be times you're going to feel like you have nothing to put in, but you always got something to put in. But take time to yourself, to meditate, to get your mind right. And thank you for listening. ShanaTalks1111. And I'm out.